Well, how you doing, YouTube? I haven't done a video. Well, I don't know. I haven't sort of done a desktop video for a while, but okay. So my configuration changed a while back, which was the AMD FX 9590, which is an 8-core processor, clocked at 4.72 gigahertz, which it actually goes up to 5 gigahertz. Pretty much the specs of my machine are 4.72 gigahertz, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Obviously, combination of that. What else we got? All my devices and everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much my computer. The other devices that I have, or the other things that I have on my computer, which I have a HTC Desire 610. I have a 500 gigabyte Samsung SSD, which is the Evo version, which it still runs pretty damn well and still does a pretty damn good job. I have here, which is a 3 terabytes recording drive and mixed. I got a torrents drive, which is 3 terabyte as well. Then I've got a mixed drive, which is basically, I think it's a Western Digital black drive, if I remember correctly. And that's my memory card, which is a 32 gig memory card, or a 30 gig memory card. 32, 30 gig, whatever, well, it's kind of along those lines anyway. Then I got my SSHD, which is my main gaming drive. It's got a combination of different games on it. It's mostly got a combination of some of the older games that I used to play and muck around with and mod with, including Minecraft. I actually do have Minecraft. I haven't played it for God knows how long. I probably need to find my password for it. But I've got Steam, I've got Back to the Future, Origin, Steam games. I do have WoW, but I have not played WoW for God knows how long. So yeah, just not really into it as much. Then I got Dersha, which is basically a combination of indie games and things of that nature, which it works okay, it works pretty well. These are some of the other games that I've had over the years. I just keep around anyway. So that's SSHD, which is 2 terabyte. Then I got a 4 terabyte drive, which is mainly for doing my combination of recordings, which I do some of my recordings for my videos and things that I work on. So basically this, does my desktop, does Black Ops and all the different games that I play on my computer. I thought, better to have that extra space on the 4 terabyte drive anyway. That's a 4 terabyte, I think it's a Western Digital, no, Seagate. It's a Seagate 4 terabyte drive, which is a nice drive regardless. Then I got a few other bits and pieces and just stuff for backup purposes and such. Then I've got 2 Blu-ray drives, which I can play both can play Blu-rays and one of them can play HD DVDs. But I haven't really got back into doing that anymore lately. This is pretty much just all the stuff that's hooked up to my computer. So, I have for my graphics cards, which I don't think I've really gone for that extensively, but I don't know if I can see if I can just load it up. As you can see, I've got a 4K screen, which is my Samsung UD28 D590. I got a small Acer one, which is just 16,000 by 900, which basically is just so I can get better frame rates on my main screen. I just wanted a smaller screen just so I could whack stuff over the side if I needed to for specific purposes. So what have we got? Let's see. So we got that 1080p. You can say it's 1080p and everything else. So that's not a bad screen. Then I've got, for the actual graphics system that I've got DirectX 11 compatible card. We've got DirectX 11 installed at the moment. I've got a DirectX 11 compatible card as well, which is a 2770s or GeForce GTX 770s. They're both Gigabyte brand. I've got 2 of those in SLI. They both have 4 gig each of memory, which is fantastic for rendering. I mean, even rendering and doing video stuff and generally doing that type of stuff, it's not too bad. It works pretty well. I've currently got an SLI mode, I believe, and I've got one card dedicated to physics, which, as you can see, I've got dedicated specifically there, and I've got maximised my 3D performance. So, yeah, that's pretty much my setup of what I got. Now, I mean, it's not the most fanciest top of the line setup, but it does pretty damn well for what I need it to do, and it does pretty damn well for the rendering stuff and all the, you know, videos that I need to edit at times for different reasons. A lot of the videos I do with different stuff, you know, whether it be for my workbench or whether it be to show my laptop or something that I work on in particular, just talking in front of the camera, and you know, there's also stuff that I show to people when I do little room tours and things like that, workbench tours, which I've got a workbench tour coming up. I've got a workbench tour and a gaming tour of some of the stuff that I work on as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It helps me to render my videos pretty quickly. The main program that I tend to use for rendering or just doing stuff is PowerDirector 12, which it does a pretty good job. I can add titles and stuff, I can do editing, and I mean, I don't know, I tend to leave most of the stuff in my program anyway. I may consider getting a new version, like PowerDirector 13 or something, but I mean, 12 will do me for the time being. There's no real rush to really update it right now. I'll probably update it later. But I mean, it's a pretty good program, it runs pretty well, it renders pretty quick. You go into these settings, you go into produce, and you can produce into different file formats basically for YouTube and things like that. So it's a fantastic program for those purposes. It also renders down the files I get from my Elgato software as well, which is fantastic. Yeah, fantastic piece of software regardless, and it does a good job. What else? I mean, this is basically it. I mean, this is basically the setup that I got, and it works pretty well for me. It works for what I need to do and the work that I need to do. Now, I bought all this stuff pretty much on a budget. I tried to stick to a certain amount of money that I could spend, and you know, tried to stick towards a particular amount that I shouldn't spend or should spend in certain situations. I need to put that in my Facebook photo. So yeah, that's my point. A lot of that stuff, you know, it's good. It's good to do that stuff. What else we got? I mean, these are basically some of the programs I use and everything else. Flex. This is another program I like about. It's called Flex, which is a I think it's FLEX Flex. Yeah, I think it's Flex. It's not a bad program. It actually, what it does actually is it tones down the light of your screen, or the color of your screen, so it's less straining on your eyes at night. Basically, because you know, normally at night your screen will be really, really extremely bright. It does a lot of work with that stuff. And there's my girlfriend in the background. I've been mucking around and doing some modifications to. Hold on a second. I've been doing some modifications to the GTA, or to GTA. I also found a couple of there's another few programs I found, which is Herd Protect Scan, which it uses several antivirus engines. I got it off MajorGeeks.com. It looks like an interesting little tool. It uses several antivirus engines, not just one. It goes through the whole list of them, and it does a big herd scan on your computer basically to find if there's anything specifically affecting your computer. GPU-Z, which is another great piece of software as well, but I looked at it and I went, that's pretty cool. So, aside from that, I've been doing some modifications on GTA, which basically it's made the game look a lot better. The game looks a lot better. The only thing is that the frame rate could be a little higher, to be honest. I think that's about the only thing that I would like to see, is the frame rate being a little higher. But otherwise, no, it's not too bad. It looks pretty good and feels pretty good too. What else? I do have a VPN, but I've been having problems really getting it to work lately because of issues with my internet connection at the moment. So yeah, I won't talk about that, but ExpressVPN I've been using, which is not a bad VPN. It's not a crappy one either. Probably dump that in files. Where will I put it? Actually, I'll dump it. Good question. I'll dump it in here. It's easiest to dump it in there, and maybe just delete that folder that I got there. Bye. And yep, that's one. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah, that as I said, this is basically my rig. It does what I need it to do. It doesn't feel crappy. I've got Windows 8 running on it, Windows 8.1 running on it. I've never had any problems with Windows 8.1. Everything seems to work pretty nicely. Everything that I've chucked at it so far. Cars interface. There's a couple of little programs and stuff that I use in the actual in Windows 8 that work pretty well. Most of my weather programs and everything else and stuff of that nature works pretty reasonably most of the time. Mail works well, and pretty much everything that I've chucked at it works pretty damn well most of the time. My other programs. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire gaming rig. Well, it's like gaming rig / editing / I can do editing, I can do streaming, I can do pretty much anything I like. And the only issues I have is with my internet pretty much at the moment, which, you know, that's just my internet. I can't avoid it. It's unavoidable. It's frustrating, mainly because of my internet being an issue. I've got configured at the moment. I've got configured right at this particular moment that I've got, interesting. That's weird. I should be connected. That's telling me I'm not connected. That's kind of special right there. Okay then. Huh. That's interesting. It's telling me I'm not connected when I should be. Huh. That is rather curious. Well, that's... Yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, my internet's... As I said, I've been having a few internet issues intermittently. I've been switching over to a couple of different modems. I'm using this one at the moment, which is the ASUS DSL N55U, which I've not had any major issues with this modem. I have had dropouts in the past, but I think it's just because my line's so shitty to start with. And it's just weird that it's actually giving me those values now, and it's telling me that I'm not connected, when I can obviously see that I am perfectly connected, because that's connected, they're all fucking connected. That's kind of special right there that it's telling me that, and there's no reason it should be telling me that. Yes, wonderful. ADSL link is up. Yeah, that's kind of special right there. Yeah. Wow. Damn. Got to really sort of scratch my head and question things there. Now, that's what I'm using as a modem. I may end up changing the modem out for a different type of modem. In any case. I have got a couple of different choices. I just basically am trying to get the fastest possible speed out of my modem, which at the moment, this modem is giving me the best possible speed that I'm getting. The router that I'm using, which is 6.1, and that's my router. My router is... Again, damn it. Okay, there we go. So my router that I'm using, which is a welcome to my net N900 router, which is an N900 router by Western Digital, which is not actually a bad router. It doesn't come up too badly. It picks up everything. It picks up pretty well on it. Most of my settings. Oops, I'm going to tell you that, do we? So that's alright. I'll probably end up changing my password. I'll rotate my wireless passwords every so often anyway. So we've got storage. I mean, you've got all the different options and everything else. So you got DMZ firewalls, WAN connections. I mean, to be honest, it's not too bad. I haven't had any major issues with it. I was using an ANC router for a while, but then I switched back to this. mainly because I was having problems with it being slow, the connection being slow, which I couldn't work out why. I don't know. As I said, my connection's been a bit boggy lately, and it's just annoying the hell out of me, to be truthful. Yeah, so it's rather bothersome there, but all good. So yeah, I mean that's basically it anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So I've got that, and I've got my SUS router, which I use as my main. These are sort of I mean, it's sort of curved between the two, basically most of the time. Use that to connect to the internet. I don't know, my internet seems to be running pretty reasonably right now, but it's sort of a big toss between different things. I'm trying to, I don't know. What it just told me then was really weird, because it shouldn't be telling me that my internet's like that, or specifically like that. I'm like, okay, what the hell? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, so look, I think I'll leave it there for now. Just explaining my rig and some of the way I've got things set up and stuff of that nature. So yeah, as I said, my internet's been a little bit funny lately, doing some stupid weird ass shit, and yeah, from time to time it does do that. So it's just my internet. It's dodgy sometimes with some of the stupid things it does. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Anyway, YouTube, by the way, like, subscribe. As you know, you can get me on Google+, Twitter. Well, here's my Google Plus page. It's my pledge. I pledge you the allegiance to the monkey. Now this is my Google Plus page, which has got most of my recent videos and everything else. And I've got 15 followers, and I got 10,110 views on that page. Then I've got my Facebook page, which is actually linked to a different page. I got my personal page, I got my business page, which this is my business / it'll link up with my other page, which is, it's got about 13 likes at the moment. So this has just got some of this personal experience, some of the experience that people have had with me working on the computers and things like that. It's got, you know, message stuff on there and things like that, and just basic location details and phone number, contact details, and just opening hours between what times I do things and don't do things and things like that. So that's my Facebook page. So yeah, that's right there. I've got my Twitter, which right here. I don't know, I have a combination of things that come out of my Twitter page. Like I said, my Twitter page is actually linked to my personal Facebook. Not that's a big issue. I mean, I do. A lot of it involves my personal Facebook, because I do type stuff on my personal Facebook as well. My personal Facebook is just my personal Facebook. It's just, you know, so I've got my personal stuff on it, and it's got some of my business stuff too. I just, you know, I muck around and I have a bit of fun with things. So that's that anyway. So that's my main page. And that's my Twitter, and that's my Google Plus. And of course, there's my Twitch. There's my Twitch page. I really need to link my Twitch page. Twitch TV. Which I do have a I do have a Twitch TV page. I just need to actually, I need to link it up to my. That's probably what I need to do, is link it up to my YouTube. We should add another. Links. Add another. Let's see. I'll add another Twitch. Log me in. Log in. And I'll log in. Fallen Gaming 949, which is actually go to my personal profile. Channel shit. It's in my profile. That's one. No. Shit, there we go. So I think I changed this. Yeah, most of them I changed around anyway. So that's my yeah, that's my channel. That's my channel anyway. I'm not online at the moment, but from time to time they do actually go on this, and they do actually Fallen Gaming 949, which is the main profile. So what I might end up doing is I'll link it up to my I'll link it up because I actually hadn't done that yet. I hadn't managed to add that yet. Twitch TV. There we go. And done. That should be fine now. Okay, so we've got Twitch. Let me just make sure that goes to the right link. Double check it and test it. There we go. Testing games for streaming. Yeah, as you said, as I said, I've done a few here and there. So, gaming. Yeah, I probably need to muck around with that page a little more, but just basically, I mean, as long as it takes you to some of the footage that I've previously done on it. I mean, the problem is I'm having at the moment is mainly getting my internet to actually run streaming or do streaming, mainly because my internet, I'm in a shitty area where I am. That's part of the problem, so, yeah. Anyway, I've done a couple. I've done a fair few things with Twitch TV, like put up a lot of GTA 5 stuff and just blowing shit up and doing stupid things. So, close that. I should want to log out of that. Oh, I logged in? I'm logged in. Never mind, close. Weird. I thought I logged in. Close. Anyway, that's it'll pretty much take you to the page anyway. Like, you just click on it and, okay, so that's, you actually take it to the profile. Alright, so I might actually adjust that again. So we'll do a little bit of editing, edit, and I might take it to the actual profile page, and done. Alright, so we should be able to get to my profile from here. Yes, there we go, okay. So that'll actually take you to the profile page. So now I've got to edit and link to the profile page. So, as you can see, looks pretty good. Well, I mean, it doesn't look spectacular. I could probably, I don't know, I might even adjust that logo a bit more. I don't think I've actually got that logo quite where I want it, to be honest. I'll log in and fix that. So, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much, pretty much everything's linked up now. Should be. I think, yeah, pretty much everything is linked up now. My Twitter, my Google+, my Facebook, and my Twitch. Why am I not seeing it? Add links. That's there. Why? No. Custom links. 3. I want 3. Thank you. There we go. Okay. That's better. That'll actually work. There we go. Right, so what do we got? Okay, so I got Twitter, Google+, Facebook, and Twitch. So I've got 3 links, 3 custom links, which is the main on my main page. So these are the 3 custom links. I may create other accounts in the future. Possibly, at this point, I'm just sort of, you know, working it out whether basically what I'm going to be doing, and I'll muck around with it anyway. I'll get a bit more into it, and I guess I'll edit it around and fuck around with it a little more. Anyway, so thank you very much, YouTube. As I said, you know, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google+, follow me on Facebook, you know, keep an eye on things on Facebook and Twitch TV and all this shit, so it's all good. Thank you very much, and catch you, YouTube. Bye. It's all good. It's all good.